Welcome to City Yoga. This is going to be a 30-minute basic yoga flow. We're going to go ahead and begin in a seated position and cup your hands around your knees. Start to engage the belly. And just start to channel your breath in and out through the nostrils. And as you breathe in, allow your heart to gradually start to lift up, pressing your shoulders back and expanding your chest. As you breathe out, just let your shoulders settle. Let your elbows settle inwards. Let your shoulders settle downwards. Deepening your breath, breathing in. Extending that breath as it comes out. Flowing in and out through your nostrils. And as you exhale, release your hands alongside the body. Allow everything to soften. On your next inhale, take the arms overhead and gaze up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together and draw your hands down to the heart as you breathe out. Inhale, press your hands forward. Extend them overhead, and on the exhale, releasing them back down. Slide your right hand out to the side. Take your left arm back. Draw it over the ear. And then release it to your right knee. Inhale the right arm over. Spiral the ribs up as you breathe out, and then come undone. You're going to extend the left hand, draw the right arm back, and take it over your ear. Drawing your right hand to your left knee, and taking the left arm over the ear. Try to spiral the ribs upward, deepening that twist, and then slowly come undone. And just walk your fingertips behind your back. And inhale to allow your heart to lift and your shoulders to press down. Exhale, just soften your elbows, engage your belly. Inhale, lift again, holding at the top. And release the palms down this time. As you exhale, keep pressing down with the elbows and the shoulders. And just slowly coming back to neutral. Cup your hands around the knees, lean back, drawing the belly, start to round the back and tuck your chin. Inhale, press forward, bring the heart back up. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, glide forward. And exhale, round. Just bring yourselves back to neutral. Switch opposite legs, so now your opposite foot is in front. And cup the hands back around the knees. Just circle once, anti-clockwise, pressing your chest forward and shifting back. Circle once, going clockwise, pressing the chest forward, and then shifting back. And then draw your right hand behind your back, and your left hand to the right knee. As you inhale, slow your shoulders, exhale, deepen the twist. Come undone, switch the left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lift your heart, soften your shoulders. Exhale to twist. And then just slowly begin to come undone. As you release back to neutral, transition to tabletop towards the top of your mat, and place your hands underneath your shoulders, spreading your fingers. And extend your right leg behind you. You're slowly shifting back and forth, pushing back into your right heel, gliding forward maybe to the toes or the ball of the foot, pressing back into that heel, shifting back and forth with your breath. And eventually, keep extending the right leg. We're going to bring it up, flex the foot, soften the shoulders, and engage the belly. Just start to pulse the right leg up and down here for 3, 2, 1. Put a bend in the knee, continue to flex the foot, press the heel up towards the ceiling and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Release the right knee down, step your left leg back. Pressing back and forth, inhale, glide forward. Exhale, push back into your heel. Claw the mat with your fingers. Deepen your breath. Shift forward and float the left leg. Flex the foot. Dial the toes down and try to square your hips. Engage in the belly. Begin to pulse that leg up and down here for 3, 2, 1. Put a bend in the knee. Continue to flex the foot. Press the heel up for 3, 2, 1. Draw both knees down. Widen the knees. Keep the toes together. Just press yourselves back into child's pose, softening your forehead and elbows down into your mat. Allowing your shoulders to soften, Engage in the belly. Take a nice deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Take another deep breath in. Hold to the top. And sigh it out. Just walk your hands forward, press your palms down. Take another deep inhale through your nose. Inhale again. And as you sigh it out, just soften back down. You can just gradually transition back up to your hands and knees. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Shift the knees back underneath the hips. Press the right heel back, gaze down, reach the left hand forward, plug your shoulders back, and start to pulse up and down here for 3, 2, and 1. Come undone, switch sides. Float your left leg, extend the right hand as you gaze down, and start to pulse. 3, 2, 1, releasing back into tabletop. Once again, draw your belly in, cupcake the fingers, and just lengthen back into your child's pose. Shifting your hips to your heels, drawing your belly to your thighs, and gazing down to your mat. Slide the shoulders back from the ears. Press the fingers down and lengthen the arms forward. And as you inhale, keep drawing in the belly as you shift back to tabletop. Plant the hands under the shoulders and tuck the toes. Slowly lowering the belly as you breathe in, round in the back as we breathe out. Inhale, lower the belly. Exhale, round. Keep the toes tucked as you breathe in, spin your elbows in, draw the belly round the back. See if you can hover the knees as you push out of the mat. Holding 3, 2, 1, releasing down, untuck the toes. As you shift into child's pose this time, just reach your arms back. With your palms facing the ceiling, drape your armpits over the knees and soften the shoulders down to your mat. And just slowly come up so that you're sitting on your heels. So we're going to stay low, move into our knees, peel the shoulders down, then inhale the arms overhead, draw the palms together, exhale the hands to heart center. Engage the belly, this time coming out of the heels. Inhale, draw the arms overhead, press the palms together. Exhale, release the hands back to the heart. And tuck the toes. Inhale, reach up, take your left wrist. On the exhale, lengthen to the right side. Inhale to the center and switch wrists. Exhale, lengthen to the left side. And then release the hands. We're going to bring our knuckles to our low back, draw in the belly, and press the hips forward. Trying to press your hips over the knees, trying to push your shoulder blades towards each other, and sucking your belly button into your spine. And softening down when you're ready, let your let your hips come back towards your heels. Walk the hands forward, spread the fingers, just rock forward, keeping the toes tucked, and press back, piking the hips up. Find yourselves in down dog, keeping the arms long and extended. Start to pedal the feet out. Let your hips shift here from side to side. Then soften the right knee. Really push the left heel down, stretching the arms long. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, switch. Pressing the right heel down, stretching the chest, pressing the chest towards a straight leg. Come back to neutral. And just slowly glide forward to a plank or high push-up position as you inhale. Shine the chest forward. Back into down dog on the exhale. Twice more. Inhale, gliding forward. Exhale, pressing back. On your next inhale, shift forward and lower the knees, untuck the toes, coming down to your stomach on the exhale. And just find your hands moving underneath your shoulders. Press your elbows back. Press the shoulders back and slowly begin to lift. And then lower. Inhale, lift. And lower. Tuck the toes. Inhale. Press all the way up until the arms are under the shoulders and send yourselves back into your child's pose. So we're staying in child's pose. We can widen the knees, keep the toes together, travel the hands to the right. Tuck your chin towards that right armpit. Keep stretching the left arm long, pressing the right hand down. Travel back through the center. Let your hands travel over to the left. Coming back to the center. Lengthen your hands. Keep your toes together and the knees separated. And just glide forward, floating the feet towards the back of the head and lowering the hips towards your wrists, pressing to lift. Draw the belly in, claw the mat with your fingers and slowly shift back. Exhaling. Pause at the bottom, start to gaze forward. Take a deep inhale as you glide forward and lift your heart. Sink your hips, press away from the mat. Draw in the belly, tuck the tail, and exhale to child's pose. You're going to come forward slightly, take the left hand, reach all the way to the right, and press through that right hand to deepen your stretch. Come undone, left hand reaches forward, right hand threads through, and press through that left hand, shift into that right shoulder, deepen our stretch. And then traveling forward, keep the hands towards the top of the mat, press back towards your right heel, lengthen your arms, and then just shift forward on the inhale, sink back towards the left heel, lengthen your arms. Shift back to the center, walk your hands back under your shoulders and bring the knees back under the hips. Allow the toes to separate. Tuck the toes, lower the belly, and then slowly press back into your down dog. Shifting your hips back up to the ceiling, pressing the thighs towards the back of your mat. Allow your heels to come up as you breathe in, pressing down as you breathe out. And again, inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Once more. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, bring the knees back down. And just flip your palms over so they're facing up. Spread the fingers as much as you can. And press down into the backs of the hands, into your knuckles, into the wrists. Draw in the belly. Soften the shoulders back and just push away from your mat. Rock back and come undone. And turn your fingers first out towards the side. So right fingers point right, left fingers point left. We're going to soften the shoulders back and glide forward, shift back. Shift forward, shift back. So keep the hands there. If you can, turn the fingers all the way back to face you. And just start to move back and forth again, flowing with your breath. Inhaling the chest forward, exhaling round back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Pause. And flip your palms back over so they're facing towards you. And press down into the backs of the hands. Anchor the right hand, making a fist underneath you. Open the left hand, make a fist, and roll the wrist. Roll the other way. And then just circle back, sending the hips to the heels, reaching the arm back, and circle forward. Again, shifting back. Circle forward, we're going to pause, squeeze the fist, and then just slowly come undone. Left hand underneath you. Once you can make a fist if you like. Take the right arm up, and as the hip shift back, reach the arm back. Rounding forward, reaching back. Reach forward, make a fist, roll the wrist, and then come undone. Transitioning back into your tabletop. From here, we're just going to stay towards the top of the mat, float the right leg, bend the knee, and then start to dial the knee upward, opening the hip. Guide the knee upward towards the ceiling. Take a moment here to slowly roll the ankle, and then roll the other way. Then bring your right foot forward towards the front of your mat, placing both hands inside the leg, and inching the left knee back if you want a little bit more intensity. And just soften the hips downward here. Lift the heart up. You can stay still or shift back and forth. Letting your hips sink deeper as you breathe in and rounding back as we breathe out. And just come back into your lunge. Keep the hips low. Walking the hands up. You're going to shift into that right foot. Take your arms overhead. Soften the shoulders down the back. And then just let your right foot angle out about 45 degrees. Inhale, exhale, sink into your lunge. Inhale, come back. Exhale into your lunge. Inhale, backing off, grounding the right foot. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. And then gradually come undone. See if you can take the foot out even more. Maybe all the way to the side. So it's opening to the right. And inhale at the center. Exhale, lean into that right leg. Inhale to the center. Exhale into that right side. Once more, breathing in, breathing out. And just come back to neutral. You can release the hands down. Bring your right foot forward. Find that lunge again. And then just shift back to lengthen the right leg. Folding forward. Maybe curl the toes. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. We're going to glide forward and then bring your right knee back. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders. Float the left leg. Bend the left knee. Keeping the foot flexed. Guide the hip open. Drawing the knee upward. Roll the ankle. Roll the other way. And then bring your left foot forward. So we're going to find our lunge. Sink our hips. Soften our shoulders. And then when you're ready, just start to rock back and forth. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And then shift forward and start to shift your left foot to the side. Bring your hands inside the leg. Sink a little bit deeper. And rounding back or holding still. Sink a little bit deeper. Rounding back. And we're going to come up. Press ourselves up so we're standing with just the left knee bent. Find your lunge. Anchor the left foot. Reach open or overhead with the hands and then goal post the hands. Pulling your shoulders down. And then take the left foot out at an angle. And inhale, holding the center, keeping the left hand on the knee. Exhale, sink to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, sinking. Once more, inhale and exhale. And just guide the left foot out to the side. Breathe in. Sink deeper as you breathe out. Breathe back into the center. Breathe out to the side. Once more, inhale, engage your belly. Exhale, opening to the hip. You're going to come back to neutral and just travel the left foot forward. Release your hands down. Deepen your lunge. And shift back to lengthen. Rounding the back and tucking the chin and straightening the left leg. Option to curl your toes in. As you breathe in, draw your shoulders back some more. As you breathe out, find your lunge again. Draw your left knee back. Draw the knees wide, bring the toes together. Settle back into child's pose, bringing your fingertips together, taking the thumbs to the base of the neck, and then inching the elbows forward towards the top of the mat. Try to push your shoulders back. Keep the belly engaged. Pausing at the bottom of our next exhale. Just let everything soften except the belly. Soften the shoulders, soften the fingers, suck in the belly. We'll tighten the belly. Take a deep breath in. And side out. Release your hands. And walk your fingers forward, press the palms down, and lift the gaze towards the top of the mat. Start to gently sway your ribcage side to side. And just gradually transition yourselves back to tabletop. And we'll just shift the knees all the way up towards the wrists. Cross the feet at the ankles and take a seat on our mat. Just sitting towards the top of your mat. And from here, Bring your soles of the feet together. Inhale, lengthen, press your shoulder blades together, and then draw them down. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck the chin, let the crown of the head point towards your feet. And just slowly roll yourselves back up. Bring your left hand to that left knee. Take your right hand behind the back. As you inhale, press the heart up. Exhale, turning to your right. Press the left knee away from your body. Come back through the center. Switch sides. Left hand behind the back. Right hand to the knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Lift your heart up. Exhale, twist to the left. Pressing that right knee away. Come back through the center. Maybe take your hands to the ankles or take your thumbs to the soles of the feet. Inhale, lengthen, lift the heart up. Exhale, bowing forward. As you come up, slide the elbows to the inner thighs. Lift the heart. And then fold forward, pressing the knees open with your elbows, softening the shoulders back, drawing the chin to your chest. And just come up when you're ready. Gradually come undone and let the legs extend out in front of you. Make sure you got space to come all the way down to your back and stay on your mat. Ground through the backs of the knees and flex the feet. Spread the toes. Sit up tall and lengthen your spine. Press your shoulders down, draw your belly in. And then inhale, reach, holding at the top, plugging the shoulders down. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Gaze forward, lifting the heart as you breathe in. And then folding back down. Draw the belly in. Inhale, reach up, pull the shoulders down, and spread your fingers. Hold your breath. Tuck the belly. As you exhale, lower, allowing your hands to reach out in front of you. Engage the belly. And just take a slow lower all the way down to your back. Just soften everything once you get down there. When you're ready, you're going to swing the arms overhead. Take the left wrist, lengthen to the right side. Come back to the center, switch wrists, lengthen to the left side. And just slowly come undone. You're going to come back to the center. Bend the knees. Reach for opposite elbows, so you're framing your ears. Slide the soles of the feet together and just let the knees fall open here for a few breaths. Deep breaths going in, taking a slight pause at the top. And then extra long breaths coming out, grounding through the low back, tilting the tail down. Inhale, expand your chest. Exhale, tucking the tail. Once more, breathing into the chest. Engage the belly. As you exhale, press the tailbone towards the heels. And then come undone. We're going to bring your left hand to the heart and your right hand to your stomach. Take the right foot, place it on top of that left heel, so we're weighted more on one side. If this feels uncomfortable, just keep the feet together. Pause at the bottom of your next exhale. Take a nice, slow, long breath going in and side out. Take another deep breath going in. Hold and see if you can sip in just a little bit more through your nose and side out. We're going to switch legs at the bottom, bring the right foot back down, place the left foot on top, pause at the bottom of the next exhale. Take a nice deep breath going in and sigh it out. Take another deep breath going in, holding at the top, sipping in some more, and sigh it out. And just gradually come undone, grounding the feet to the floor, tucking the tail so that your tailbone is pointing towards your heels. Press the palms down, and then inhale the hips upward, pressing towards the ceiling. Exhale to lower. Twice more. Inhale, lift, tuck the tail before you lift off. Exhale, lower, pausing at the bottom. Just tuck the tail like you're pushing your hips towards the heels. Press as high as you can. Expand the chest and try to lengthen through the front part of your hips. Draw the belly in. Take a slow lower coming down, one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to float the feet up, stack the right thigh over the left. Draw the belly into great space. And then just reach towards the shins and try to pull your calves or your heels in towards you. Keep the shoulders grounded. We're here for 3. Deep breaths going in, long breaths going out. For 2. And on 1, come undone, and we'll just switch sides. Stack the left thigh on top. Draw the belly into great space. Bring the knees in and reach once again for the feet or the shins, pulling them in towards us. Deep breaths going in. Long breaths coming out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just take one more big inhale through your nose. And exhale out the nose. And begin to come undone. So you're going to release the feet. And extend the legs. And bring your hands out alongside your body. Create space between your armpits. And just tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck stays long. Separate the feet. And then start to wiggle the fingers. Pause and squeeze your fists. Wiggle the toes. Pause and curl the toes. Engage your belly, the glutes. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze a little tighter. Sip in a little more. Sigh it out. Just let everything go. Let the fingers widen. Let the toes spread. Let your shoulders feel heavy. And soften your jaw. Coming back to your regular breathing. Just very slowly begin to bring your awareness back. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle the toes. And gradually start to bring your knees back in towards the chest. Hug hug the knees in, and just gently sway from side to side. Eventually allowing yourselves to fall all the way over to one side and take a fetal position. And then coming up with our eyes closed. Sit up tall, cup the hands around the knees. And as you inhale, press the shoulders back and down. Pause and bring your hands to heart center. Bowing the head forward as you exhale. Just soften everything. Pausing at the bottom of that exhale. Take one last deep breath going in. Lift the heart. Tuck the chin. Hold the breath. And sip in some more. Side out. Thank you for joining me in practice. Namaste.